current generation systems, I mean, you can't go wrong.
I have to get an emulator and play that one. I've never played that.
Oh, dude, No Mercy is fantastic.
This for
It,
some.
it, it won't hold up to today's standards, but in the day, it's so ahead of its time. And a lot of people like WrestleMania 2000 better. But No Mercy came after it, and I feel like it runs so much smoother.
If Felix stops in here, Iggy, we'll have to ask him. I think they had the 64. That's one system like I kind of never really messed with too much. I didn't.
I miss my 64.
But there must have been something to it, man, because like Felix and several other friends of ours, I mean, they swear by it. In fact, one of the games we were streaming for Control Freaks at one point was Super Mario 64. It was just frustrating because I didn't know the game at all.
Oh, that game does get really super frustrating.
And, I mean, imagine someone who's. I mean, I literally had never sat down and played it to that point. So, and like Felix and them, they knew where everything was at and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, ugh.
Right. That's a really fun game to go through on YouTube and watch Let's Plays of.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's so much crazy shit in that game. And if you see any of the speedrunners,
Oh yeah,
the tricks they do and stuff,
yeah, it's insane.
that's kind of how I got into doing the whole Twitch thing and all that. Was I started seeing Felix and Dr. Mega Man and them watching all these speedruns because I never used to watch any of that. I used to I was not a person who could sit down and watch a video game, someone else playing
Right.
it. And then, I don't know, I started watching that and it was fascinating because like the way that they manipulate the game. And then I went on to watch like Super Metroid speedruns and oh my god, this stuff's just unbelievable.
Oh well, Iggy's not on, but we should get started anyway.
Yes, this is week 9.
It's week 5, but it's technically it's week 1 of May. Oh wait, Iggy just went online.
Yeah, I was stalling a little bit. Oh, that's right. I keep working on the other stuff. I got all I keep getting confused about.
Yeah, I know, because we're trying to work so far ahead of time.
Yeah, you're right. This is number 5, not 9. Okay, cool. So if you missed Payback and last month's episodes, check those out in the highlights on our channel here, or you can go to EvilPenguinGaming and check out the streams over there. He has them without commentary and stuff.
I haven't actually put them up yet.
Oh, well. Eventually he'll have them up there.
Eventually I will. What up, Iggy?
Oh, yeah. I think
We have not got ourselves into any trouble yet. We are just about to, though.
I think you're going to like this first match. I think that was you that brought this guy up. That's who I had in mind.
It was him.
Okay, cool.
I forgot to put your little show opener on this one, so we're going to jump right into it.
Alrighty. Yeah, check out tomorrow night, Iggy. There's going to be a new opening for Raw. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, I haven't put it on. Oh, man, I guess I could put it on there. Yeah, I could put it on there.
I could even, if you already had the video. Oh yeah, you already uploaded it. I can just take that video and just put it and play the video, and you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
Because it automatically goes off by itself when it's done playing, so it'll already be up and ready to go. Yeah.
Oh, are we ready?
We're ready. Let's do this. Smackdown live.
And 3, 2, 1, play.
Who's this opening match?
That was absolutely Iggy that brought up Tatanka.
That's weird. I don't have any volume. Dun, dun, dun.
You have no volume?
I have no volume. Can you hear it on the stream?
No.
No?
No, there's nothing coming through.
Oh, shit. Technical difficulty. Okay, hold on 1 second, everybody.
What's your check the player volume? You might have turned it all the way down.
Nope. We're gonna restart this beast. Alright, sorry guys, I'm not sure what's going on. I have a vague idea what might be happening, but I didn't think it would cause this to happen. I just tested all this stuff, like right before we went on.
Quiet as a nun's night out. I like that, Iggy.
Well, so much for having all this stuff ready to go. Here we go.
Alright, now you're good. Now I gotta catch up.
Making his way to the ring from Pembroke, North Carolina, weighing in at
Alright, tell me when we're at 104.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one? I can't think of a better
Actually, 49 seconds is what I'm at.
We haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this will be a tough match to follow.
45, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Cool.
Alright, I'll get this fixed here. Okay, sorry about the technical difficulties, people. We'll get our shit together here. Or I'll get the shit together. Whatever.
So yeah, Iggy, your boy's in there.
Holla.
God, how long of an undefeated streak did he have when he first started?
Dude, he went for a while. I don't think it was necessarily Goldberg-esque.
No.
But it was
a really good streak, though.
Yeah.
He had a good feud. His only real good feud was with Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, I heard that he wasn't like necessarily a bad wrestler, but he just personality-wise and stuff. I guess between not having the best personality for it and having injuries and that kind of worked against him. I am gonna look that up real quick though. I'm curious.
He came back a couple, maybe 3-4 years ago for a little mini run, but that was the last I saw or heard of him.
I remember, wasn't he in, he showed back up in Royal Rumble, right?
I think so. I mean, that sounds like it would be right. Usually when people come back for a mini run, they show up at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, yo. Let's see here. Tatanka, 173 straight wins. So maybe
That's really close.
I was gonna say maybe I was wrong.
Goldberg.
Let's see if they say what Goldberg's. Well, no. Andre's undefeated streak was about 15 years. So.
That's BS. That's complete BS, and I can prove it because I have the Hogan DVD of unreleased stuff where it's got a match with Hogan beating him long before the WWF.
There's a bunch of other people that body slammed him too, right? Like Bill Eadie, I think was one of them.
Good old Smash.
Yeah.
or Jake Bullet, as he was known in No Holds Barred.
What was it, Jake Bullet and what was Stan Hansen?
Oh God, I don't remember. I don't think they ever actually said his name, but he was the Teeny Wine.
Teeny Wieners.
That was the best part about listening to Pritchard's podcast about No Holds Barred. Oh my God, I loved it.
Tangy Wieners.
Anyway, we're diverting from this match.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Aiden English. I liked Tatanka as a kid. I cheer him on.
Dude, I absolutely love what Aiden English and Rusev are doing right now.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Such a big fan of it.
Well, I'm glad to see Rusev. I mean, he may not be at the top of the card necessarily, but he's still been, pretty prominent in either show.
Right.
Although there for a minute on Raw, wasn't he part of the team with Curtis Axel and them? Or no, I'm sorry, I'm getting him mixed up with. They were the foreign guy, like Del Rio.
It was Sheamus, Del Rio, Rusev, and there was one other one. Oh, it was Wade Barrett.
I'm thinking of the Job Squad, right?
No, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, shoot.
Thought that was going to be 3. And Iggy noticed the turnbuckle removal that we completely overlooked.
Yeah, we gotta, I guess, focus on this. I'm too busy looking shit up on the phone here. Okay. I'll stop.
No, the League of Nations.
Yes.
What you were thinking of with Rusev.
I've loved Rusev since he's came in. He's such a good character.
He is.
I like the program he did with Cena. I like the thing he did with Swagger. I mean, granted, it was more Rusev I liked than Swagger.
Right.
It's a good way to come in.
Well, and he did that same kind of thing with Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Wait, 1,
Uh-oh.
2. Let's get a count, make sure we're even.
I was going to say, I think you're a few seconds ahead. Let's see here. 5, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I don't know how I ended up ahead.
I don't know either. That's weird. Oh, well. It's a mystery.
Oh, yeah, but now this thing that Aiden English is doing with Rusev it's just so funny.
Yeah.
And it's so good to see them both being put into a prominent spotlight in the tag team division.
Yeah, they haven't quite given up on the tag team thing yet. I'm glad to see that.
Well, I mean, personally, I don't know how you feel about it, but I would much rather see a good 1,
Ooh.
2.
Ooh, beautiful bridge.
That was a beautiful bridge. I would much rather see a good tag team match than a good singles match. I've always been that way. Survivor Series was always my favorite pay-per-view as a kid, next to the Rumble, of course. But that was just for the Rumble match.
And a beautiful swanton bomb by Aiden English, but he took the ref out. Could be trouble. I mean, I can't really say I like one more than the other. I like tag team wrestling because it's a different entity. It's a different type of match. I mean, I like the different strategy, different type of action. So, I mean, I like both of them. I like to have the variety.
I don't get me wrong, I love a good singles match. I just feel like 1, 2, 3.
There you go, Aiden English. Makes quick work at the Tonka.
Yeah, see, I'm getting podcasty and I need to stop it. Focus!
I know how, I know.
That could be a good topic for a podcast, though.
Focusing.
No, favorite match.
Oh, sorry.
Favorite match types.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, there's so many out there, like, from your classic, ladder match and all that, all the way up to the fucking bizarre, obscure ones that, the tuxedo match and all that shit. From the old wrestling. Ooh. Beautiful leg drop by English. Man, maybe we might be seeing a little more on English in the coming months. You're a winner, ladies and gentlemen.
I would turn down. I would turn down the player volume a little bit.
Sorry, Iggy. Your boy got beat the fuck up.
I just refreshed the page because I was a little bit behind. So.
Look at the leg.
What do we got coming up here?
Ha! New day. Don't make me get my box of bootios.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Oh, for sure, man. You get some of those classic tag team matches. I mean, it's poetry in motion, especially back in the day with WWE when they had Heart Foundation, Demolition, the Rockers, the Rougeaus, Strike Force. God, I mean, it was just LOD at one point. It's just on and on, man. And I really thought that opening match at Survivor Series this year, the 3-on-3, I thought that was a fucking brilliant match. It was so well done.
I'm having to listen to you on the stream again because it might just be the music. I don't know. No, I totally agree with you. You make great points, Iggy.
I just watched the first Hell in a Cell last night for the first time, like a long time, because I watched listened to the podcast about it, and yeah, that's one of those matches, man. That was just classic all the way through.
Oh boy. Now, how do you not love the natural disasters?
I think I might have put them. Shoot, I'm gonna go back and check. I think I might have had them. Well, no, they could fight each other again. Screw it. Should be a good match. I think I have these guys wrestling again next month, but whatever.
Well, I mean, you're kind of limited with the amount of tag teams, so.
Yeah, my tag team division is admittedly lacking a little bit. I mean, is what it is. Although there are potential tag team. Like I started using Heath Slater with Rhino.
Right.
I'm gonna slowly work in some of those other things, like some of those heel turns and stuff.
All that stuff that I put into your roster sheet.
Yeah, there's some of them on there. I was like, yeah, this will work. I just gotta do a little bit at a time.
Oh yeah.
I have an idea for where I want to make champ for a really long time. I'm thinking about, yeah, I have an idea. Just to stick it to the man.
Who would, seeing a modern day tag team and I would say early 90s tag team, if you had to, I don't know, I don't want to, I would say who is your favorite, I mean, tag teams of different eras.
Well, I was always a big fan of Tully and Arn as part of the Four Horsemen. I was a big fan of Tully and Arn as the Brainbusters.
Right, me too.
I mean, they weren't the flashiest team in the world, but that was kind of the point. I just go in there and whoop your ass. I mean, it wasn't really,
Well, and then you look at the Revival nowadays. I know you probably haven't seen anything of them because they've both been shelved. But the Revival, the one I showed you, that finishing move, the Shatter Machine.
Yeah.
They basically are the Brainbusters of today.
I've heard of them. I feel like I've seen them wrestle.
if you go back and watch some of those NXT shows that I told you about, they have some absolutely phenomenal tag team matches.
Well, I tell you, of the newer tag teams, they're not together now, but was American Alpha. I thought they were amazing to watch. They remind me so much of the Steiners. So fluid and so athletic.
Oh, I agree.
And then they broke them up, of course. I think the New Day, the various combinations of the guys usually work pretty well together. I was a big Rockers fan. Rockers and the Hart Foundation.
Oh yeah, I mean, how could you not be?
And I think a lot of that has to do with nostalgia because, like I said, like my first pay-per-view event I watched was, I think the opening match was Demolition versus the Hart Foundation. It was the best 2 out of 3 falls match.
Oh God, I love that match.
So that was kind of like my introduction to WWE. So, it kind of left an impression on me. Demolition, I just loved. I love their music.
And that's the thing is, my favorite tag team of all time is Demolition. I absolutely love Demolition.
Oh, classic, man. I mean, they were like the tag team, like the late '80s, early '90s.
Late '80s and into the '90s.
Yeah. Even when
I was always a big Nasty Boys fan.
Yeah, they were good, man. I didn't like their gimmick, but like in a very kayfabe way. Like they were good heels, like they. But yeah, I mean, when you look back on them as an adult and think of their work rate and stuff, we start looking at it from more of a, I guess, a technical,
an educated perspective.
Yes, there you go. Hardy, I mean, you can't forget the Hardy Boys.
Well, no, of course not.
Gee, I mean, they were just. Well, I think they're one of the top, 5, at least top 10 of all time. I mean, that's.
I think. I can almost guarantee you the Dudleys are the number 1 most decorated tag team of all time.
Oh, do they have to be? I mean,
they've got 25 tag team championships. Oh, wait a minute.
This could be it. Xavier Woods. Is that Xavier Woods or Kofi?
That's Woods.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Shining Wizard.
Undertaker. Earthquake staring off into the distance, flapping his arms. Uh-oh. Oh.
Well, what are you at? What's your count? Did we get off again?
Yeah, let me do something real quick. I think I know part of the problem. I'm going to have to readjust the screen. I had the player kind of bigger than normal. I forget how much of a difference that makes sometimes. To my, on my end. Let me readjust everything here. Beautiful move. I don't know how believable, but I thought these guys would be interesting just for the size difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Beautiful move. The Kofinator. Come on, you bastard. Work for me. We're live. Not so much for a flawless show. I was all excited. I'm like, I got everything set up and ready to go. Not gonna have any issues tonight. Smooth sailing from here on.
Well, now that I see it set up, what's your count at?
18, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Okay. I was 7 seconds ahead.
Oh, shit. I didn't really realize that until we started having problems how much... I mean, I'm sure if you watch a video on full screen on YouTube, it plays a lot shittier usually.
Right.
I had the same problem with this player. I just wasn't really paying attention to the size difference. Are they saying LOD?
No, that's Kofi.
Oh, Kofi.
LOD is not even.
I was gonna say, what the heck, man? They're not even. Why would they be chanting that? Huh?
I wish LOD was in this game.
Maybe they'll put him in a DLC pack or something eventually.
I hope so.
It's ridiculous that they don't have LOD, they don't have Demolition, they don't have any of the classics. I just don't.
And that's the thing, is like they give me plenty of classic single superstars.
Oh yeah.
Give me more classic tag teams. There's so many great matchups that I would love to see. Dude, Gallows and Anderson against Demolition. Yes, please. My God, that would be a fantastic match. Or New Day against the Rockers.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. New Day and the Rocker. Let's see. Who would be another really interesting one?
Or the Revival and the Brainbusters.
Nice. Nice, man. Because Iron was always... I think it was the Spine Buster I loved as a kid. That move was just...
absolutely. And then Triple H picked it up from him?
Yeah. And what WrestleMania was that where Undertaker fought Ric Flair and Arn snuck in and hit him with that? It was so awesome and so well done.
It was in the teens, I can tell you that.
You know, knowing what I do now about his injury and stuff, I'm honestly kind of surprised he did even that much. Oh, come on.
Maybe I should put... Wait a minute. 1, 2...
It's
3.
over. You're winners, ladies and gentlemen. Jericho, Swag... Jesus Christ. They gotta have Cornette as a manager. Or wait, no, better yet, Paul Heyman. Like
Jericho, Swagger. Oh man, who do we name as the fourth? You're talking about people who are extremely cocky, apparently.
J-E, double R. Oh, wait. J-E, double F, J-E, double R, E, double T.
Yes, double J. Yes, sir.
Haha. God, I hated him.
Be alone with my baby tonight.
Spend my days working hard on the road.
Oh my God, when Pritchard starts singing that, absolutely hilarious.
I guess there's a clip floating around on YouTube in one of their live shows where Jarrett showed up and sang it with them. That's pretty sweet. I love to go. They came around here. It was actually it wasn't Conrad. It was actually Jim Cornette and Bruce Pritchard came around to Sanders Hall.
Oh, good Lord, that would have been amazing.
It sold out so fast, though I wasn't able to get tickets for it. I was bummed.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Not surprised in the least.
Oh, hell no, man, because their shows are so popular. I mean, they could go on... He could quit working at the mortgage place to probably go on the road and make a living, right? I mean, it'd be stupid to do that, but I mean, he could do it if he wanted to, at least for a while.
Oh, is this your debut? It is your debut.
Ooh, shiny. Ember. Straight from NXT, one of the big up-and-comers. One of the sweetest finisher moves on the roster.
On the planet?
Yeah. I watched that compilation, like, it was just over and over again. I couldn't get enough of it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I mean, you could throw, like, Triple H or somebody, Shawn Michaels, but they're smart asses, but I think they don't fit quite with that group.
Most annoying heels.
This is more like the chicken shit heel.
Miz.
Yo, Jesus Christ, yeah. Oh yeah, he'd be perfect
all day long.
Oh my God, yeah, I would blow the ring up if those four were in the ring at the same time with their most obnoxious face on.
Before we sign off tonight, off air, I need to ask you. I have an idea for our NXT once we start getting that going. So I want it. I'm telling you now, so you don't let me forget.
Okay. You're asking me not to let you forget about some? I can't remember what matches I have on here tonight. Actually, I do remember the gist. I know I do. I still kind of like going into it. You know, I know this. You know what's gonna.
Sort of blind.
Yeah, like I know where it's going, but tonight is the beginning of the Intercontinental. That's the right month, right? Yes, the Intercontinental Championship.
I have to get my really annoying Michael Cole line in. It's boss time.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Sorry, I had to do it before her music was off.
It's boss time.
Looks like I just made it too.
She's still rocking out. That's okay. I was looking at the stream. My fault. Duh.
Oh boy. Oh, Ember Moon. Dude, I absolutely love watching this woman in the ring.
Well, quite the debut opponent too, Sasha Banks.
True that.
If anyone's gonna test her, see what she's got, it'll be her. The former champion. 3-4 time champion now? Something like that?
Yeah. Plus NXT Women's Champion.
So it's quite the resume on her. Come on, ref, get in there. Ooh, that was not a clean break.
But the thing about Sasha Banks on the main roster is she's never had a successful title defense.
Yeah, she usually has the belt for 2 seconds, and then either she gets hurt or something happens. Oh.
Well, every time she defends it for the first time, she loses it. That's like Sasha Banks' gimmick, apparently, which is ridiculous, but...
Yeah, after the first several times of doing that, I think it loses its appeal.
Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful Northern Lights takedown. Ember Moon going toe-to-toe with Sasha Banks. And a butterfly suplex of her own.
That was a beautiful suplex. Oh, boy.
Ooh, nothing nice about or beautiful about that.
Oh, yeah, but, there's only one person in the world who can throw an elbow properly.
Dusty Rose.
Baby.
Baby. The American Dream, baby.
Oh, one. Nope, only one count.
Did you listen to that episode? The Dusty Rhodes episode? The first one?
Not yet.
Oh, God. It's actually one of the shortest ones, because the first few episodes are only an hour and... Well, an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. I think the Jarrett episode... No, the Bret Hart episode was almost 5 hours. The Jarrett episode's 4.
That'll be fun to listen to.
It is. It's really good. I don't think I've been able to sit and listen to it all at once so far, just because of
the length.
Yeah. The Macho Man one's 4 hours. The Jake the Snake's almost 4 hours at least.
Actually, that's the one I have up. I can tell you how long it is. But I actually just downloaded. Oh no. No, I just downloaded. Sasha Banks did the Steve Austin show recently.
Oh, really?
So I've got that downloaded, waiting to listen to that when I'm working all those extra shit.
That's a good... I'll have to listen to that one. I haven't listened to his show in a while.
I'm telling you, dude, this CastBox app that I use brings everything from all these different streaming or podcast apps. Because the stuff that I listen to is a lot of stuff from Podcast One.
Let me see. I'm gonna look for it right now.
But I'm subscribed to I mean, Steve Austin, Russell Rambo. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2. Steve Austin, Russell Rambo, Pritchard, Lillian Garcia, Jim Ross, Jericho, all of them.
Yeah, you can't find some of those in the thing I'm using. I know you can't find Jim Ross. I don't think Jericho's on there.
Jericho's is phenomenal. I just listened to his episode about Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, you were telling me about that last week. I still gotta check that out.
That was a really good episode.
It was like when he passed away, man. It was weird. It was like I remember being a little kid, and he was another one was just such a fixture of my childhood, watching him on TV.
Ember is like taking it to Sasha.
Giggity.
Don't you start. I'm actually quite surprised.
Iggy, are you still there? My my chat disconnected for a second. Roll call.
Yeah, the Jake Roberts episode is 3 hours and 56 minutes. Oh, wait, she's going up. Are we going to see it?
You're right. She's dominated this match so far.
Are we going to see it?
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Beautiful. And what is that called again?
1, 2, 3. The Eclipse.
The Eclipse. Ember Moon making quite the debut here.
Indeed.
Taking the boss to the limit.
Oh, see, you're bothering the man while he's brushing his teeth.
Just for
He says we got 6 viewers in here.
Nice.
Somebody else speak. Somebody say something. We would love some feedback.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I missed that.
It reminds me. Good news, everyone.
Good news. Good news, everyone. Bad news.
I saw you seen that commercial that's been running for Futurama on Sci-Fi? Well, that's the first thing it says.
Good.
And I did that. I was sitting here, and Mackenzie's sitting in her seat, and I did that, and she looks at me just like, "Don't do that again." Like, why? Because it was just way too good.
Just excellence of execution.
I've seen every episode of Futurama. I love Futurama.
Oh Lord, who we got here? Jibble.
Jibble?
Jibble. Yeah, dude, that's probably the greatest show of all time. One of the top.
I love Futurama.
I will say that here's a hot take for you. I got it on Netflix, and I've watched the seasons. I don't know how many times. Oh, wait a minute. You will give the WWE Intercontinental Champion your full, undivided attention. I earn this title, and you will show me my due respect.
Nice accent.
Thanks. I'm trying to get that East Texas drawl in there, or wherever he's from. I was called into the general manager's office today, and unbeknownst to me, forces were conspiring behind my back. Apparently, damn it. So starting tonight, a tournament will be held to see who will be the #1 contender at Extreme Rules. We're not worthy. Much like in the financial world, I have dominated the IC title scene since I decided to grace it with my good presence. And now I'm told I don't even have a say in who I defend it against? But fine. You upper management boys will be to blame for all the asses I have to kick to defend my spot on the top of the mountain. And I'm comforted by knowing that I have the support of all my adoring fans. America loves a winner, and America, I will give you that love back. Of course, I prefer a nod of recognition for nothing other than sanitary reasons, of course. You don't want your champion getting sick, do you? That was a funny line. That interview was funny. I don't want to rest on my laurels as champion. I want to defend this WWE Intercontinental Championship and defend it against anybody that gets in my way. Because the era of John Bradshaw Layfield has arrived, and I will be damned if I hand over this title without a fight. Do.
Oh, Jibble.
Good old Jibble. Yeah, dude. When he gets going, he is like the quintessential obnoxious old school heel, and he just milks that like far right wing Republican super businessman blah 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 stereotypical crap so well.
Oh, here's your tournament. Please, sir, describe your tournament.
Okay, what we've already started, what we're going to see is the first two matches of round one of a tournament to decide the first contender at the coming pay-per-view Extreme Rules. And apparently our first contender is Eddie Guerrero. La Barisa, or La Riba La Raza.
$1 Million Man and JBL as a tag team. I could see that.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's the Wall Street Connection.
That would be the perfect name for him, too. Oh.
Oh boy. So let's see, how many matches do we have in this show?
Well, for the next, let's see. This week and next week will be round one. It will be 2 matches. Let's see here.
Hey, speaking of Rusev.
Eddie Guerrero and Rusev. A dream match for show. Okay, I'm gonna open up.
Sounds like this arena is more than ready to kick this one off. So is social media, Michael. The opening bell hasn't even rung, and yet both these superstars are already trending.
Where is my... There it is. Okay.
Yeah, this was not going to be easy, that's for sure. But hey,
So round one will consist of Eddie Guerrero versus Rusev and Ricky Steamboat versus Dean Ambrose this week. That should be interesting. Next week, we will have Jake the Snake versus Seth Rollins, and that should be a really interesting matchup. And then Randy Savage versus Sami Zayn. So we're in for a good time here because I cannot call this one.
And that's just round one.
Yeah. Oh, and some of the potential matchups in this, I'm excited to maybe see here.
Well, let's see. We got who's the other match in this show?
Ricky Steamboat and Dean Ambrose.
Ricky Steamboat and Dean Ambrose. So, I mean, potentially we could see Eddie Guerrero against Dean Ambrose.
Or,
who wouldn't want to see that match?
I'm down for that.
Or we could see Rusev versus Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, there's pretty much no combination of those 4 guys there that would not make for an interesting matchup. I'm happy either way. JBL's not very happy, but his happiness is not my concern.
You got to do what's right for the people.
Yes, the people demand to see a competent first contender for that IC belt.
That's our burden as general managers.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make everybody happy. One? Oh,
only a one count, man. Oh, he better pack a bag lunch.
Oh, I love this move.
Beautiful takeover by Eddie Guerrero. Showing, once again, why he was one of the greatest ever.
Absolutely. Oh. Speaking of Eddie Guerrero, he who shall not be named, Chris Benoit.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to somebody a couple days ago who didn't know anything about the story of Chris Benoit.
Really?
And so I looked up when everything happened. Oh, wait a minute. We got to cover. One.
Once again, only a 1 count. Zangief kicks out.
But, yeah, I looked up when everything happened. And I went to the network. And I went to the episode of Raw that was when it aired the Chris Benoit tribute show. When it aired live.
I remember that.
Because it was a 3-hour show that was supposed to be Mr. McMahon Appreciation Night because it was during the storyline where the limo blew up.
Yep. Yep. I remember that.
On the network, they have some BS year in review episode of Raw that never ever was on television.
I think, man, it sucks because their hands are tied because there's that constant, like, I mean, that stain doesn't just affect Chris Benoit. How many matches of Chris Jericho's career and Eddie Guerrero's career from WCW with
exactly.
with Chris, they're big matches that were big, Kurt Angle. I mean, like, and it's like
the freaking Royal Rumble that he won.
Yeah. How do you erase that, but how do you celebrate that? There's no, what do we have here? One.
Oh. Two. Oh, not even a 2 count.
I mean,
there's the Royal Rumble that he won. And then you have Randy Orton beating it. Let's go in chronological order here. You have the Royal Rumble. Then you have him winning the title at WrestleMania 20, where he and Eddie embrace at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have SummerSlam that year. Oh, we got the Three Amigos going on.
Oh. Russo's been kicking out pretty heartily, but that's about all he's been doing.
Yeah.
Guerrero's really taking control of this match.
But you have... Oh, we're going for a frog splash. I will finish that point in a minute. Boom! One, two...
Oh!
What? I think you're ahead of me.
I got 41, 40, 41, 42, 43.
You're like, just a hair ahead of me. But I'll be fine.
Ooh, beautiful move. Corkscrew plancha? Maybe? I'd say
I may have just fixed it.
One of the most amazing things to me about these wrestlers, Eddie Guerrero and especially like Rey Mysterio, is how they're able to know where they're at in space and in the ring effectively, like where their body's at in proportion to everything else around them, and how they're able to just, I don't know, man, it's fascinating to me.
It's incredible with these high flyers, man.
Ooh.
And you have the current cruiserweight division even.
There's some amazing wrestlers in there. Hell, Neville, I don't know. Enzo, I don't know so much about, but I don't know if I consider him a classic cruiserweight either. I guess he fits the size.
He's not.
And Rusev's starting to show some signs of life here. He must not like the Three Amigos. I thought it was a great movie. Oh! He stomps. And he huffs, he puffs. Oh!
Alright, give me a count.
43, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Hang on here.
Uh-oh! The Accolade.
I'm at...
Whoa! Whoa! Guerrero taps. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Zangief. Not a pile driver, but hey, we'll take it.
Rusev Crush. All right, I'm at 57, 58, 59. Am I ahead of you?
I'm ahead of you still. A little bit.
Are you serious?
That's so weird. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Crush.
Okay, now 19, 20, 21, 22.
I think we're good.
Are we good? Okay.
Close enough for government work.
Yokozuna equals E Honda. Wait a minute. That makes John Cena Guile.
Yes. Sonic Boom! Sonic. Does that make Shinsuke Nakamura Ryu? No, Ryu.
Dude, I could run with this.
Yokozuna and E Honda?
Who else do we got? Wait, no. Nakamura is Vega.
Okay. This.
See, and I would actually consider Rusev more
Blanca.
Bison.
Yeah, I can see that. You put the hat on him. The red cape. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, who would be Ken and Ryu? That's the real question.
Well, Well, there we go. There we go.
Scott.
Yes.
Absolutely. Baron Corbin is Scott.
I like it. We're recasting the whole movie.
Okay, who's Balrog? That's a tough one.
Ahmed Johnson? Although he wasn't a boxer. He wasn't much of a wrestler either.
No. No, because since we're going current wrestlers, we could go with, even though he's short, Apollo Crews.
There you go. Give him some gold toofuses. Who's the new Jamaican guy in Street Fighter? I don't know.
Maybe Titus.
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil.
Yeah. The Lunatic Fringe.
So we got Steamboat and Ambrose. So we have Rusev already, winning, who won the last match. Now, personally, I would love to see Rusev and Steamboat because I'm sure we've seen Rusev and Ambrose at some point.
Yeah, maybe in a tag match or something. Oh, in real life, actually, they probably have wrestled single matches before. Well,
Oh boy,
I got to go with the experience here and give it to Steamboat. Oh, beautiful.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Who's the new Jamaican? Yeah, that'd be Kofi Kingston.
Oh man, who would Roman play in Street Fighter? Roman could be Balrog.
You think so?
I mean, he's Samoan and not African American, but I think he could pull off Balrog very well.
I don't think there's really anybody else in the Street Fighter world that he really fits. I can think. I mean, there might be newer characters.
I don't think so either. And see now the problem is
Asuka be Chun-Li.
Oh, who's Cammy?
No, I was gonna say Bailey. Not Bailey. Bailey's
No,
not
but
right.
the only thing I can think of is
Charlotte.
maybe Sasha Banks. Oh no, Charlotte's a good one.
Sasha Banks, because she's athletic, but Sasha Banks has that more kind of small build. I mean, Cammy's muscular, but she's kind of a small, I just think Amazonian when I think of Charlotte.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's roll tide, as they say. But
I mean, Iggy's got a good one for Trish, but if we're thinking current superstars,
whoa!
holy, we weren't even paying attention to that match. Wow.
Well, I guess we were right.
Yeah.
Steamboat's on his game. Asses will be kicked. And there's your first round matchup. Rusev and Ricky Steamboat. I can't wait to see next week.
That's going to be a fantastic match. Rusev and Ricky Steamboat. That's going to be so much fun.
I can't believe how fast that was.
I know. I mean, that could have be a contributing factor to the fact that your show's so short.
I know, because I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, there's still more to go than I thought.
Well, we're at the main event now, buddy.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
Speaking of Balrog,
Mr. Reigns, Mr. Anderson.
Making his way to the ring from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 200.
Oops, I'm looking at the wrong show. No wonder I was confused.
I miss Ken Anderson so much.
Did he get in trouble with drugs or something?
I don't know what happened with him. I know he's actually doing announcing for boxing now.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I thought he was still wrestling. I thought he was in TNA or something.
Oh no, he left TNA a long time ago. TNA, Impact Wrestling, GFW, whatever you want to call it this week.
Yeah, this week is about right too. Shit. It was interesting. I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast. He had Billy Corgan on. And Billy Corgan was talking about how his love of wrestling, and he thinks it's funny because a lot of his music fans don't like to hear that because he has this view of him as like this gothic. I hate everything,
Right.
He's this big wrestling mark. He was talking about how. Oh. Hey, dead man. After I finish with your brother, I'm coming for you.
That sounds like a challenge.
Short and sweet to the point.
Indeed.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, very much so.
Before you step in the big dog's yard, you gotta get over the fence. And there's the fence. A 6'10" sheath of muscle.
Do you like seeing classic Kane rather than new Kane?
I dig it. It's cool because, like I said, it reminds me of watching that match last night.
Yeah. Bad Blood, right?
Yeah. It was a pretty good show. I don't think I'd ever watched the whole pay-per-view before. I listened to that podcast several times. Akuma, I'm not sure.
Oh, man. I don't really know Akuma. Because I didn't get into the later Street Fighter games. But Dalsum?
Jinder Mahal?
You just nailed it.
Am I being racist by saying that? I mean, I'm not trying
little
to be,
bit.
but... I mean, they're the same ethnicity, right?
BananaRoMa TV, ladies and gentlemen, the most controversial channel on Twitch.
I'm gonna get flagged. Well, no, he's Indian, right? Jinder Mahal?
Technically, I don't know where he was born or anything, but technically Jinder Mahal is Canadian.
I mean his ethnicity. I'm just...
Yeah, his legit ethnicity, I'm not positive.
Well, I mean, it would make more. If we're going off of that, it would make more sense. I mean, it's no different than discussing Roman Reigns being
Oh yeah.
Samoan rather than black. I mean, it's just I don't know if there's anybody else. If we're going with current wrestlers anyway, maybe one of
No.
Jinder Mahal's cronies. I'm not even sure who they were.
The Singh brothers.
The mini bosses.
Yeah. See, Iggy's got it right. Every episode consists of at least one cultural insult.
Eskimos, we're coming for you next.
What the hell?
East Pakistani sheep herders and Eskimos. No one's safe.
I'm almost glad that you're breaking up and I can't really hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. I think that's just me wheezing over here.
East Pakistani sheep herders and Eskimos.
Hey man, you want to play the game?
Yeah.
How about an East Czechoslovakian pig farmer? Is that even a country anymore?
Czechoslovakia is not a country
Okay,
anymore, but I can still spell it.
I know it starts with a C.
It's CZECHOSLOVAKIA.
Slovakia. Czech.
I learned how to spell that in 5th grade and I never forgot.
That is the kind of thing that gets, once you take the time to actually learn it, it just gets stuck in your brain.
Right. Pick on flat earthers, Iggy says. It's pretty easy.
I would
Oh, boy.
rather rip my eyebrows out than talk to a flat earther. I don't even have the time for that nonsense.
I agree.
I got bigger shit to worry about than shit that's already been proven. That's one of the few things that I can be consistent about. Although there's not technically a complete sphere either. It's kind of weirdly shaped. I don't know. We learned about that shit in my...
It's oblong.
Yeah.
Oh, Superman punch.
Ooh. Yeah, my astronomy class, we learned about all that stuff. That was an interesting class. It was a bunch of knowledge I didn't need, but was really cool to know. You think this is in a cane?
1, 2,
Man,
3.
he rolls through Kane rather easily.
He really did roll through Kane.
That'd be interesting to see what he does as the Undertaker.
Wow, what's left? There's 5 minutes left.
I got a Usos versus Beefcake and Valentine.
Oh yeah.
That's why I got confused. I'm like, wait a minute.
You'll see why, and then we'll have a discussion about it.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm verklempt.
Verklempt?
Verklempt.
Splendiferous.
Splendiferous. Leg cramp. It hurts.
Oh, that's never fun.
Spontaneous leg cramp. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, don't forget to talk about the thing you told me to remind you not to forget talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was though.
Well, hey, we held up our end of the bargain.
Oh no, wait, I remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, your main event. The coveted tag team titles.
Yeah, I had that wrong earlier. I said that one was the main event. My bad. Guess I should pay more attention.
You son of a...
I know.
How dare you?
Can't help it.
How dare you forget the greatness that is Beefcake and Valentine, half of the... Oh, what was it? The
greatest tag team of all time.
Yeah,
Rhythm
Hammer and
and
Anvil.
Blues.
The Blacksmiths.
Oh yeah, the Blacksmiths. Iggy's incredible revelation that still fucking blows my mind.
You laugh until it shows up in July. Or no, you have, never mind, you have Matt. Well, maybe he'll make...
I'll be happy to trade him back to you.
Maybe he'll make his way back over there eventually. Maybe
I'll
he'll
take
have
Brett-
another
I'll-
loser leaves town match.
I'll take Brett off your hands.
No,
I
I'm
will
good.
gladly take Brett off your
I'm
hands.
good. I'm good. I'll suffer. I'll make do somehow.
You'll make do without having the blacksmith.
Yeah. Hey, there's always a draft.
Yeah, but we both know Neidhart and Brett can't be on the same show.
Ready to go tonight, guys.
Well,
Could be, 'cause he's definitely gonna have his
that's
hands
true.
full in this one.
Well, maybe by that point, Brett will be ready for a change of pace.
Maybe Brett will have a change of heart eventually.
This must not be a very long match.
Yeah. Just watch. It's the Usos. I love their theme song.
I'm not gonna lie, I love having them as my
You still
tag.
got the introductions to go through.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. The tape machines are rolling.
Oh my god, I hated that. You always saw the end of the match on like Mania or something.
Yeah.
Challengers. At a combined weight of 520 pounds, Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine, the Dream Team. And introducing the champions. At a combined weight of 479 pounds, they are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. The Uso.
That's me. That was funny.
So Iggy's asking what happened to the Usos. They turned heel, took the face paint off. Now they're back to being they're kind of tweeners. They're kind of baby faces with some heel tendencies, but they're not putting the face paint back on. Long story short.
The baby faces with some stank on it.
Pretty much. Oh, so let's see.
Beefcake starts off.
No!
If this was Bill Watts' era, that'd be a disqualification.
Indeed, right over the top rope.
Stupidest rule ever.
I agree.
Or let me say it a different way. Stupidest rule ever to go back to once you've already gone past it. Like he tried to. I could kind of see it way back in the day. Man, these guys better get back in the ring.
I think, what are we up to, 5 or 6 count?
I think 5, yep. And these guys are really...
6.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Your winners, ladies and gentlemen, the Usos.
Well, they weren't heels before, they are now. Is that not the most chicken shit way to win a match ever?
Oh.
Well, at least we had Kane and Roman Reigns before that. Well, that wasn't exactly a marathon Iron Man match either.
Oh.
Well then, that was anticlimactic.
Oh. That's our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Join us tomorrow evening at, what, 9?
9.
9 o'clock for Raw.
Eastern Standard Time.
It's going to be a good time. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen, so I'm with you guys.
No, you never see my cards.
I'm really psyched to see this lead up to Extreme Rules. That's going to be a hell of a pay-per-view.
Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TG Wrestling. Follow us on Twitter at ThoseGuys734. You can follow my Twitter at EvilPenguin1981. You can follow Mr. OddSmith's Twitter at
ToddSmith311. OddSmith311.
No, it's OddSmith311.
Well, there's one of them. Oh, it's my Twitch name. My Twitch name is actually...
Yeah.
That bugs the crap out of me, too, and I can't change it.
Have a good night, Iggy. We'll see you tomorrow night, brother.
All right, man. Take it easy. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, BananaRama_TV.
With an O, right?
Yes,
Just like
BananaRama.
BananaRoMa.
BananaRoMa TV. Yes. Keep drop us a line on there, to see when we're gonna go live, to keep up with anything new going on, and just talk wrestling with us, or video games, or both. Wrestling video games, as you can see.
Wrestling video games,
Yes.
yeah.
We're on during. I was on there earlier during Smackdown tweeting. I'm trying to do that more with the show. We got Clash of Champions coming up Sunday.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do
I was just going to ask, are we going to do a review of that?
Yeah, we'll have to do that at the Raw on Monday. Or, maybe we can even do it before SmackDown. You got to be up a lot earlier than I do, so I'll let you make the decision on when we do that one. We could do it that night.
Yeah, we got time to figure it out.
Yeah. But yeah, check that out, too. We're going to start doing pay-per-view reviews, and it'll be a good time. I'm not even sure of all the matches. I got to go look at the card.
Well, they just made another match. Mojo on the pre-show, Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder are actually going to go one-on-one after the split up of the Hype Bros. And Breezango are going in a tag team match against the Bludgeon Brothers.
Ah, okay.
You've got the WWE Championship match with AJ and Jinder. You've got the tag title match that's a fatal four-way with the Usos, the New Day, Gable and Benjamin, and Rusev and Aiden English.
That's going to be fun.
Then you have the Women's Championship Lumberjack match that is Charlotte against Natalya. And you have the United States Championship match that is Baron Corbin defending against Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode.
It's going to be a hell of a show.
I watch way too much wrestling.
Like I said, I hate to be a party pooper. Like I said tonight, I would just turn on. I know they talk a lot, but that was just kind of like they should have had a match between the Daniel Bryan, like a straight up match, not with a big long hullabaloo with Rusev and Aiden English. It was just, had it not been back to back, I probably would have enjoyed it. But I was just
Right.
I just want to see a match, for God's sake. But to be fair, that's the first time I can remember thinking that in a while too, watching the show.
Right.
So I guess it's bound to happen every once in a while. But hey,
Yeah, you can't. Every show can't be great.
no, especially when you're doing it live, man. Do it live. But thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Stay tuned tomorrow night for more BTV wrestling with TGW. Those guys wrestling. Everyone have a good night. Say good night, Evil Penguin.
Bye.
Your mother's a whore.